12-day war, as they're starting to call it. Iran versus Israel.
Which could not have been more of the two biggest dynamics you could have had. You had one side that was 100% saying that this was the worst decision that could have happened. This was terrible. We're going to be in a huge regime change war. We're going to be having problems for years. We're going to lose thousands of American lives. To the other side saying, nope, he's just all a show. And then he went in. And I think that was pretty much a surprise to us normal people. I mean, did you have any clue? I think
that Trump
was going to go bomb him.
No, I was hoping that he wouldn't. Didn't want us to get involved in it. And we did, and the logistics of it, us sending 7, I believe it was, they flew from the United States. It was a 37-hour trip, and they never landed.
They never landed?
No, they refueled in the sky. It's like one of the longest operations. And they refueled, and then 2 pilots in each plane. One would take a cat nap while the other one would fly. The other one would take a cat nap. And then the actual bombing took 30 minutes. And then they came back home and did the same thing, refueled, and they never landed.
Wow.
And they actually said that they did a decoy mission off to like Guam with like a separate group of B-2 bombers.
To practice it?
No, just as at the same time, just in case anyone was up to speed, they would get thrown off on it. Thought it was maybe just an exercise.
It's quite a long way from thinking what happened at Pearl Harbor. Those guys came here with one last final destination. They knew when they left, they were done. And
from what I heard, Iran's aerial defense was pretty much knocked out. So they knew they were coming back. But it was going to be a 37-hour trip. I mean, that's a long time.
I heard one report, and I don't know if it's true, but that the United States did give them a 1-hour notice and said, if you have any people in those places, get them out. And supposedly no one died. So they did it at midnight, I think, their time. So they were trying to minimize any of that.
Which is good to hear.
Yes, yeah.
Just like how supposedly when Iran then did strike back, and it's some sort of I need to slap you because you hit me really hard. They did warn them like right before, we are going to do this to just save face. It's good, and it shows that though there's some big. I mean, did you see those pictures?
I have actually not seen the pictures of the craters.
No, but like from the satellites.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was just massive craters, and where those facilities used to be. I mean, it's not like we dropped just a couple small bombs. And even to go into that, they're talking about them collecting nuclear weapons and the fact that, we don't want that to happen. People don't realize that the nuclear weapons that are made today are 100 times more powerful than what was dropped on Hiroshima.
Or even more.
Nagasaki. I mean, it's like ridiculous. It's not.
But to the point, which it's really interesting that countries that have nuclear weapons tell another country that they can't have them. I get the premise. Iran is ran by crazy people, and we don't want to have it. But it's just like I have a hard time with. It's like me telling you can't have a gun, but I'm going to have a gun.
Okay, I get that.
But we do tell people that they can't.
You can't have guns if you've committed a felony.
Right.
Which I'm going to tell you right now, they've committed that whole area has committed felonies.
But right before I got here, the Iranian, what's his name? President there?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. And they call him the supreme leader.
The supreme leader.
We're just 3 gents.
Yeah. I'm here for the cigar.
But if we don't know something, it's not my fault,
and this used to be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I remember this being a lot stronger.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Mine should be stronger, too.
But he went on television in Iran saying that it was a complete success on their part and that Israel suffered severely.
What Iran did to Israel after?
Yes. He propaganded that it was a victory for Iran, of course.
But it really wasn't.
No.
You remember the song by John Mayer, about whatever's on TV or on the news, whatever, they can twist it all they want?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, you don't know you're as limited as to what you're being told is accurate. Yep. I look at it as like a child, you know. If you have told your little one, "Hey, we have to do this and this and this," or you know, I don't know, you know, you just
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Like they believe in Santa Claus because you're telling them. So if they're sharing misinformation to doctor anything they want, you know, that's how the media is all over. Unfortunately,
that's why I think social media is like a double-edged sword for the government and people that are trying to just push certain things.
Because they can. That's like to a degree. It's
I feel like that was some of the reason why they wanted to ban TikTok, because TikTok is pretty free, even though it's ran by China supposedly. But you're right, like,
and especially a place like Iran where the government literally controls
the media.
The media. I mean, at least I would assume they do. I don't know for sure, but a lot of those type of countries, like North Korea, they 100% own everything. So everything you're seeing goes straight through the government before anybody sees it to make sure that it's what they need or what they want.
Well, it's like that, not to change the topic, but to change the topic, you sent that little video of on the Joe Rogan show with Bernie Sanders.